beautiful soul family. Welcome back to the Cancerian House of Tarot. My name is Amy, and I'm so grateful you're here. This is your sacred space for soft, healing, and heart-centered guidance. Whether you're a Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or just drawn here by Spirit, trust that there is something in this reading meant for you. Take what resonates, leave the rest, and always follow your own inner light. Let's get started by pulling your messages today. Feel free to skip this section and go straight to the reading by selecting the timestamp in the description box down below. I look forward to seeing you all in just a moment. Namaste. Okay, Capricorn, let's go ahead and get into the card pull. I have already set your intentions. I have already shuffled the deck. So we will give a quick shuffle so that there is no appearance of funny business. And then we will split the deck and pull your Celtic Cross. All right. All right, in the heart of the matter, we have Justice being crossed by the Six of Swords. In the foundation, we have the Ace of Pentacles. In the recent past, we have the Fool. Crowning, we have the Five of Pentacles. Future energy moving in, we have the Page of Pentacles. How you are being seen, we have the Page of Swords. In the outside influences, we have the Seven of Swords. Hopes and fears, we have the Ten of Wands. Possible outcome, we have the Page of Cups. We have a lot of pages here. And the overall energy of this reading, we have the Wheel of Fortune. And we have the hidden energy as the Ten of Swords. Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck, so definitely indicating conflict. All right, Scorpio. Let's go ahead and pull your oracle cards. All right, let's go ahead and shuffle this real quick. We're going to pull some romance angels to see where you're at when it comes to love, romance, and personal relationships. All right, we have attraction. We have unrequited love. And we have give your relationship a chance. Retreat at the bottom of the deck indicates needing to take a rest, a reset to get away from the noise of the world. Let's go ahead and pull some hidden truth oracle. Now, Capricorn, this is going to be for the person most showing up in your energy. This could be someone that you're wishing to connect with, or somebody who's wishing to connect with you, or at least still has not let you go. So these are messages that are being spoken or unspoken in the silence. All right, we have just being near you is intoxicating. That is falling over attraction. We have you and I were too young, falling under unrequited love. And I left you before you could leave me, falling under give your relationship a chance. Bottom of the deck, we have I love you. And I'm going to go ahead and pull that as a bonus card. That's a beautiful message. All right, let's see what zodiac signs are showing up in your energy at this time. This could be a person that you're connecting with, or this can be just the most influential signs in your energy that is affecting you and playing out for you at this time. So let's see. All right, we have Leo energy. We have Earth energy. And we have Taurus energy. So some of you may be connecting with a Leo or a Taurus. It doesn't have to be, but those are the energies that are most in your energy field, as well as Aquarius at the bottom of the deck. So some Aquariuses are popping in there, but not very strongly. All right, let's see what we got from the Angels and Ancestors deck. All right, we have Drum. We have Spring. And we have Mother Earth falling right on Taurus. Okay, bottom of the deck, we got Great Teacher. Let's go ahead and pull a couple of Divine Doors. See which doorways are opening up for you, Capricorn. All right, we have Draw the Moon Down, the Sacred Lotus, and we have Yes. So something is a big, loud yes. All right, and now we are going to pull some songs from the spiritual jukebox. As you can see, it's quite the collection of channeled songs. I usually break it down into twos, but it wouldn't let me this time. All right, so we've got Grave, Tate McRae, we have The Reason by Hoopstank. We have Need You Now that comes with that by Lady A. I Wish You Cheated by Alexander Stewart. And the last song, All My Love by Coldplay. All right, my beautiful, wonderful Capricorns, that is your card pull. I will see you in your reading. Welcome to all those just tuning in or coming over from the card pull. As a reminder, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. We're going to explore what Spirit wants you to know for your highest good, with a focus on healing, emotional truth, and inner strength. Let's begin with your Celtic Cross using the Mystic Dream Tarot. All right, Capricorn, at the heart of the matter, we have Justice being crossed by the Six of Swords. So justice this week begins with a deep reckoning. Justice suggests that something in your life emotionally, karmically, or even legally is seeking balance and truth. You're standing at a threshold where clarity matters more than comfort. Capricorn, you're being called into integrity with yourself and with others. If you've been questioning what's fair or struggling with a decision, this week brings divine alignment. The challenge here is the Six of Swords is moving forward. Whether physically, mentally, or emotionally, there may be resistance to letting go of the past. You may feel ready to heal, but still anchored to old pain or unresolved conversations. Spirit saying the storm has already passed, but your heart hasn't caught up. Trust that what you're leaving behind no longer serves you and no longer serves your becoming. At the foundation or root of the issue is the Ace of Pentacles. Beneath it all is a brand new beginning in the physical world. A fresh opportunity, a gift, or a seed being planted. This could relate to career, finances, home, or a relationship rooted in real-world commitment. You're being asked to trust this foundation. Something solid is being offered, but it requires patience and your full grounded presence. Now we're going to take a look at your recent. The Fool is in that position. In the recent past, you may have taken a leap, perhaps towards love, a new lifestyle, or an emotional risk. You were called to trust the unknown, and even if it felt naive, your soul needed that beginning. Capricorn, your courage was the catalyst. This leap didn't fail. It revealed what needed healing. All right, now let's look at what is crowning. All right, Five of Pentacles. On the surface, you're still dealing with emotional or financial scarcity, a fear of abandonment, loss, or not being enough. This card is often a mirror for deep-seated wounding. If I open my heart again, will I be left in the cold? Spirit says you're not alone. You never were. The door to warmth is open, but you must believe you're worthy of stepping inside. All right, now let's take a look at future energy. The Page of Pentacles is moving in future energy with a new opportunity for growth, a lesson, an offer, or a chance to rebuild something from the ground up. It may come quietly through a person or moment that feels humble, but it holds long-term value. Nurture this gently. It's not here to save you. It's here to grow with you. All right, Cap, let's see how you're being seen at this time. All right, so you have the beautiful Page of Swords. We have a lot of pages showing up in this reading. Others may view you as curious, watchful, even guarded. You're learning, observing, perhaps hesitantly to fully trust again. But your energy is awake and alert. Someone may see you as pulling back to figure things out. Capricorn, your silence speaks volumes, but you are protecting yourself or blocking love from reaching you. So which is it for you, Capricorn? Let me know in the comments down below. All right, so we have outside influences is the Seven of Swords. There's deception or more subtly avoidance around you. Someone may not be fully honest about their intentions, or they may be hiding feelings out of fear. Alternatively, this is a call to stop abandoning your own truth. You deserve transparency. Don't accept half-truths when your soul is built for full-hearted love. Yes, and that doesn't matter who. That could be a family member, a friend that's just not being honest, not caring for you the way you should be cared for. All right, so in the hopes and fears, we have 10 of Wands, the fear that you'll have to carry it all alone again, the hope that the burdens will finally lift. You're allowed to let go. You're allowed to say no. That's what's heavy. Let what's heavy be released so you can breathe again. Yeah. I can feel this energy for you, Capricorn, and it is so heavy. For some of you, this is really about laying that burden down, knowing that everything that was done could be done in that situation and releasing it so that you're free from that entanglement. All right, so the outcome is the third page in this spread. We have the beautiful, wonderful Page of Cups. A soft, surprising, heartfelt message arrives. It could be a spiritual sign, an emotional confession, or a reconnection that invites tenderness. This is vulnerability returned to you. maybe from a person you didn't expect to hear from again. Let your heart soften. Love is learning to speak again, and it's choosing your name. All right, let's look at the overall energy of this reading. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. The tide is turning, Capricorn. This is divine timing, karmic cycles completing, and unexpected blessings aligning with your growth. You're stepping into a fated shift. You may not control the wheel, but you can trust where it's taking you. And the hidden energy we have is the Ten of Swords. You have been through the worst, and it's left its mark. There may be betrayal, loss, or emotional collapse still haunting your subconscious. This pain isn't who you are. It's the storm you have survived. Let the light in. Let it close that chapter. Yes, so destiny and luck is on your side. It is tides are turning. This is past. This horrible thing that you went through, that you felt, it has concluded. You're not in that energy anymore. The wheel is bringing it to a close and moving you past it. All right, my beautiful Capricorns, that concludes the tarot aspect of your reading. Now we turn to the oracle and really take a deep dive into your messages. Let's get comfortable, Capricorn, as I clear the spread and begin the oracle. All right, here we go. We're going to start with the romance angels. First, you have attract. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. This card reminds us that love doesn't arrive by force. It flows when you're aligned, present, and open. It's a call to stop chasing or overanalyzing and instead return to the simple joys of the present moment: laughter, beauty, touch, stillness. Capricorn, the more you reconnect with yourself, the more radiant and magnetic your energy becomes. Love is drawn to authenticity, not effort. So definitely reconnect with yourself. The second message we had come through is unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. This doesn't always mean rejection. Sometimes it means energetic imbalance. One heart is more open than the other, or one person is ready while the other is emotionally blocked. This may also reflect self-betrayal, giving love to someone unavailable, hoping your worth will convince them to show up. Capricorn, if someone keeps showing you absence, believe them. Real love won't make you beg to be seen. And then we have give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. This card arrives when something is not over, even if it feels broken. It's a nudge to examine if a relationship is truly finished or just wounded. Sometimes Spirit says it's safe to try again, but only if both hearts are willing. For some of you, this could be a message about a current relationship needing deeper effort. For others, it's about releasing past resentments so that a new connection has a true chance. Capricorn, your heart is doing deep recalibration this week. There may be someone in your field, past or present, whose energy has faded or has never fully been reciprocal. You've been asked to recognize what's been unbalanced and gently let it go without self-blame. At the same time, a soul connection may still be very much alive, but it just needs time and honesty and tenderness to heal. If you or someone else still holds space, there's potential for growth, but this growth must come from real presence, not wishful projection. Nurture yourself first, and from that sacred center, you'll know exactly who and what deserves another chance. All right, now let's look at the Hidden Truth Oracle, and we have Just being near you is intoxicating. This is a card of intense energetic chemistry. Whether or not you're currently in contact, someone feels overwhelmed in your presence. You may have a soul bond that activates deep emotion, desire, or even spiritual memory. Capricorn, someone is still drawn to you, perhaps even addicted to your energy, but this intensity can be both magnetic and destabilizing if not grounded in maturity. And next we have, you and I were too young. This message isn't always about literal youth. It often speaks to emotional immaturity, timing, or soul unreadiness. Someone may now recognize that they didn't have the tools, awareness, or depth at the time to nurture this connection fully. It's a card of hindsight. Growth has occurred, but perhaps too late or outside of alignment. It invites compassion, not clinging. And next up we have, I left you before you could leave me. This is abandonment through fear. Someone's past wounds may have convinced them that leaving first would hurt less than being rejected. But the irony is they caused the pain they feared. Capricorn, this may reflect your own protective instincts too. Where have you preemptively shut down love before it could disappoint you? And then we have a little bonus message, and that comes through with, I love you. Despite all the fear, avoidance, and immaturity, this card calls the emotion and says this emotion was real. Still is. This soul loves you, possibly in silence, possibly from afar, possibly without knowing how to repair what was broken. This message softens the pain of the Ten of Swords energy in your spread. It's not an excuse, but it is a confirmation. Love was here, and even if they couldn't express it well, it was and is true. There is someone in your energy who carries deep feelings, regret, and unresolved longing. They may have left out of fear or mishandled the connection in a way that still haunts them, and yet, beneath all of it, they still love you. But here's what Spirit wants you to know. Their love doesn't obligate your return. It doesn't fix the past. What it does do is validate what your love was worth, and to say it wasn't wasted. It was felt. It mattered. It left a mark on their soul. Now the choice is yours. Do you want to give this a second chance, or choose peace and open your heart to something new, something safe, something earned? All right, now let's take a dive into the Zodiac Oracle. Now this can show up as confirmation of your person's zodiac signs, or it can be just the energy that is most influencing you at this time, that's really at play within you, Capricorn. So let's start with the first. We have Leo. Leo energy brings in courage, authenticity, and emotional leadership. It invites Capricorn to step into their spotlight, not from ego, but from heart. This archetype challenges you to express what you truly feel and desire, especially in love. Leo, you may be encountering someone bold, dramatic, or emotionally expressive, or Spirit may be urging you to reclaim your own inner lion. Leo also rules the 5th house, love, passion, creativity, and even children. This may highlight themes of romantic risk, emotional vulnerability, or creative rebirth. You have been quiet too long, Capricorn. Speak your truth, even if your voice trembles. Because the Leo energy is the heart, the bold, the truth teller. All right, let's take a look at Earth, the root, the body, the tangible. This is your natural element, Capricorn. But when Earth shows up in a Zodiac oracle, it's calling you back to your body, your truth, and your real world needs. Earth energy asks, what are you building? Where are you grounding your dreams? Are your relationships nourishing or draining? Earth reminds you to move slowly, make sustainable choices, and trust the long path over the quick fix. It is also a signal for it to be time to release fantasy and return to what is solid. Not everything that sparkles is stable, and Capricorn, stability is your birthright. And then we have Taurus, the censor, the soul of worth. Taurus invites Capricorn into self-worth, pleasure, and emotional security. Ruled by Venus, Taurus asks you to evaluate what you're holding on to and whether it's truly valuable or just familiar. Taurus also carries themes of devotion and loyalty, but also resistance to change. Luxury, beauty, self-care, and comfort. Sensual love, slow, deep, lasting. If you've been over-giving or under-receiving in relationships, Taurus calls you to remember you deserve more than the bare minimum energy. You deserve soul-deep reciprocity. Capricorn, you're at a crossroads between expression, grounding, and receiving. Leo says, speak your heart. Earth says, know your worth. Taurus says, only build with those who can sustain you. This is a week to check in with both your desires and your boundaries. Who lights you up, but also respects your depth? Where are you sacrificing your comfort for emotional crumbs? Can you be bold enough to ask for more and stable enough to wait for what's truly aligned? You are not here to beg, you are here to bloom. Love should feel safe, not scattered, solid, not silent, sacred, not secret. All right, now let's move into the angels and ancestors oracle, and we're starting with drum, dream, and journey. The drum is your soul's heartbeat, the rhythm of your calling, your ancient path, your inner compass. When this card appears, Spirit is saying it's time to listen to what's moving inside you, even if you don't have all the answers yet. This is a card of soul retrieval, ancestral reconnection, and intuitive alignment. You are not lost, just being rerouted. The drum is calling you to return to your essence, not just your goals. Capricorn, your dreams are sacred, and this journey you're on isn't linear. It's mystical. Let your intuition be the map. So I noticed that you're going to call back to yourself with the drum and with Taurus. Very, very interesting, and Earth. And then the next we have spring. See your seeds grow. The spring card is a soft yet powerful affirmation. Your efforts are not in vain. When what you've planted emotionally, spiritually, intellectually, energetically is beginning to take root. Even if you're not seeing full bloom yet, the growth is happening. This card also brings a message of hope and revival. Healing is circular. Love will return. You are coming back to life. Capricorn, if something ended or fell apart, it wasn't wasted. Spring says prepare to receive what's truly meant for you. And we have Earth visiting again with Mother Earth. Feel loved and comforted. This is the most nurturing energy in the deck. Mother Earth is the great healer, reminding you that you are held, supported, and deeply valued, even if you don't feel it right now. She appears when your inner child is tired, when your heart is sore, and when you're longing to feel safe in your own skin again. She asks, are you allowing yourself to receive, or are you only offering? This week, let the healing come to you. Rest, nourish, let go of self-judgment. Capricorn, this is not just a turning point. It is a sacred reclamation. The drum says your soul knows the way. Spring says healing is blooming, even if it's quiet. And Mother Earth says you don't have to carry this alone anymore. You are being guided home to yourself, to softness, safety, and rooted worth. This is a week to reconnect with your deeper why. Trust the signs you're receiving, even in dreams. And above all, allow love to return, not just romantically, but spiritually. Spirit is tending to you now like a garden. Don't rush. Let yourself receive the rain. All right, now we're going to move in to the Divine Doors Oracle. And we have Draw Down the Moon. The forest nymphs dance in sheer delight, singing soft songs. Find us in the wild. Good night. This card is a summons to spiritual intimacy, mysticism, and inner femininity. Draw Down the Moon refers to a ritual of pulling in lunar energy to listen, receive, and feel instead of do. It encourages you to slow down and sit in your divine softness. Capricorn, not every answer will come through logic. Some truths only come through stillness, dreams, and sacred surrender. Let the moonlight reveal what the mind cannot. And then we have the Sacred Lotus. Compassion in action, the chosen tool. I see now the lotus in your spirit's jewel. This is a card of inner awakening, forgiveness, and sacred beauty rising from pain. Like the lotus blooming from the mud, you are emerging from difficulty with greater clarity and grace. The secret of the lotus is this: the pain didn't break you. It made you holy. This is your time to see your own softness as strength. Every scar has shaped the soul you are now becoming, and others are beginning to see it too. That is a beautiful, beautiful, very strong spiritual message there. And then we have yes. Kiss the ground and touch the sky. Your soul is ready to soar. The clearest affirmation in the Divine Doors deck. Yes appears when the answer to your internal question, fear, or hesitation is spiritually greenlit. Yes, you are healing. Yes, this love is or was real. Yes, you are ready for more. This may also mean, yes, it's time to say goodbye to what no longer serves. All right, so sorry about that. We had the little alarm go off. Capricorn, this week you are walking through an emotional and spiritual gateway. Draw Down the Moon says slow down, listen deeply, let the sacred speak. The Secret Lotus says your healing is beautiful, your soul is wise. And yes says it's time, you are ready. Trust what your soul already knows. You may be choosing between the familiar pain of the past and the tender, brave unknown of the future. These doors are not asking for perfection. They're asking for presence. Your heart is already ready to bloom again. Just say yes to what supports that growth. All right, guys, let's get into the spiritual jukebox. So if you're a returning viewer, you already know the deal. Welcome back. If you're new, welcome in. Let me quickly explain how the spiritual jukebox works. These are channeled song messages from my spiritual team meant for the collective. They might come from your higher self, a loved one, a romantic partner, a friend in spirit, or even an ancestor. What matters most is how the lyrics speak to you. As I share each card, I encourage you to pause, tune in, and notice any physical sensations. like chills, tears, a flutter in your heart, goosebumps, or that gut feeling that says, this one's mine. That's Spirit's way of letting you know a message is for you. I will offer a short interpretation, but this is really about how you are feeling the music. Now, just a heads up, these songs can range from the 1950s to now across all genres. My guides have a bold sense of humor and a deep love for lyrics, so buckle up. Let's see what comes and shows up for you. All right, so we have Grave by Tate McRae. This song carries the heavy energy of emotional betrayal, confusion, heartbreak. It comes through when someone is realizing too late the depth of what they lost and the damage they've done. The lyrics reflect that feeling of giving everything and being emotionally buried by the very person you trusted. It's about mourning a relationship that ended without real closure. Capricorn, if someone left you with questions and silence, this song honors your grief. You're not crazy. You were never too much. You simply gave your heart to someone who wasn't ready to hold it. And then we have All My Love, Coldplay. This track holds the energy of soul-level longing and quiet devotion, often from afar. It speaks to those moments when you send love, not in words, but in energy. It often appears when someone still loves you, but from a distance. There may be silence between you, but the bond lingers in the in-between. This could also reflect your own energy. Capricorn, your love was real, whole, and generous. Even if it wasn't fully seen or returned, Spirit wants you to know it still reaches them. All right, and then we have I Wish You Cheated by Alexander Stewart. This is the voice of someone saying, it would have been easier if you hurt me in a clear way. Instead, the song is about emotional sabotage, confusion, and loss without wrongdoing. You may resonate with this if you were ghosted, shut out, or abandoned without explanation. The pain here comes from not having someone to blame, only a wound that never closed. Spirit sees the unfairness. It wasn't in your head. This pain had no real reason, but you don't have to carry it alone anymore. All right, and then these two songs came in together. We have Need You Now, Lady A, and The Reason by Hoopstink. These two songs form a mirrored conversation. Need You Now is about missing someone in a vulnerable moment, reaching out in weakness, loneliness, or longing, regret wrapped in late night silence. The Reason is a heartfelt apology, a desire to become better because of love once received. Together, they reflect two souls possibly feeling the same pain, but from different emotional angles. Someone may miss you deeply, want to reach out, and feel guilty for how they've handled things. Capricorn, this may be a twin flame or a mirror soul bond. One is growing through separation. The other is learning what they've lost. Capricorn, this week, the Jukebox reveals a heavy heart, but also a soul in transition. You've carried the weight of confusing endings, silent regrets, and unspoken love. These songs are not just about loss. They are about validating what you have endured, healing through sound and emotion, and trusting that your heart gave love that transformed someone, even if they couldn't say it back. The music says what words could not. Spirit says you are always worthy of more, and now you're ready to receive it. All right, Capricorn, at this time, we are going to move into your closing statement, and where we bring your entire reading together. Capricorn, I know the road hasn't been easy. You've carried the weight, held the silence, stayed strong in your heart, just wanted to break. But here's the truth. Spirit wants you to hold on to today. You are not broken. You are becoming. You are not too late. You're right on time. And no matter who didn't see your light, it still shines. This week is about rebirth. Quiet, sacred, powerful rebirth. Yes, the pain was real. Yes, the love was true. But what comes next is about you. You are the seed, the soil, the sun. You are the dream and the doer. And you don't need to chase what's already destined for you. So take a deep breath, Capricorn. Let the past be the lesson, not the label. Let the healing happen in your own divine timing. And above all, don't be afraid to say yes to what sets your soul free. Because your heart was never too much. It was always your superpower. Until next time, keep locking in light and remember, the universe hasn't forgotten you. It's preparing you. I want to take a moment here and thank you for the incredible privilege of reading for you today. To help support our channel, please do all the things. Like, share, leave a comment, but definitely subscribe for more powerful messages. I'm wishing all of you light, love, and prosperity on your journey forward. Namaste. Bye for now.